Hello, everyone. It's another Black Conservative. I'm Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, as you guys already know, President Joe Biden is going up for re-election in 2024. And the major concern from his advisors is that it's not just a situation about his age as much as it is his age interfering in the rigors of a campaign. But as I read a portion of this article to you guys, which sounds like they're making excuses for him, I'm just going to give you my opinion about really what I think the situation shouldn't be. I don't think he should be running, and it isn't just because of his age. So let's get into this article. Let's get right into this. It says, President Joe Biden's close advisors are worried about his age and diminished energy as the president seeks re-election and faces the grind of a 2024 presidential campaign, a report detailed Friday. It says recent polling shows that 67% of voters believe Biden is too old to be president, and 56% have doubts about his mental fitness. So my question is this: who is this 67%? Are they Democrats or Republicans, or a combination of both? And who is the 56%? Same scenario: Democrats, Republicans, combination of both. That's my question. My answer to that is I think is both. I think it's when this poll says 67% of voters believe Biden is too old. I don't think that's just conservatives, because 9 times out of 10 conservatives are not going to vote for this man. You want to find out whether or not this is from people who vote Democrat. Are they saying this? Because if they're saying if Democrats are saying he's too old to be president, and 56% of them are also saying that his mental illness is a problem, that they're Democrats, then you have a problem, and you have an issue. Because it seems, if that is true, that they're swinging kind of like, not necessarily to the right, but like in the middle. They're questionable about him even bothering to be reelected. But let's go on. Those doubts appear to have crept into the White House. The president's advisors say Biden, who is 80 and would be 86 by the end of a second term, is mentally sharp but worry, quote, his age has diminished his energy needed for a rigorous campaign, according to Access. Many White House officials say they're amazed at Biden's stamina after adding this idea, quote, for his age, the report said before revealing that Biden does not like, let me read that over. Many White House officials say they're amazed at Biden's stamina after adding the phrase for his age. The report said before revealing that Biden does not like to hold public or private events outside the hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is that you guys' excuse? He don't like to hold private events outside the hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is that the excuse? That's a bunch of nonsense. I don't believe that. Some White House, now if that had been Trump, it'd have been like, oh, he too old, he this, he that. But anyway, some White House officials say it's difficult to schedule public or private events with the president in the morning, in the evening, or on the weekends. The vast majority of Biden's public events happen on weekdays between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., according to Access. The report is confirmed by former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, who said on MSNBC that Biden does not conduct business before 9 a.m. But I bet you Trump did. President Biden does, quote, nothing, emphasis added, nothing at 9 a.m., she said. He's a night owl. Yeah. A night stiff. Yeah, a night corpse. Biden and staffers have tried to work around his short battery life in 2023 by scheduling a small number of public events outside the times of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., the reports detail, saying that since the beginning of this year, there have been very few events outside of that time frame. Okay, The report about Biden's short working hours come amid a slew of negative polling in April for the president. Nearly 3/4 of United States adults residents believe Biden's America is, quote, out of control. Here's the key. There you go. A majority of Americans believe the nation is heading on the wrong track. 70% of Americans feel financially stressed in Biden's America. Fewer than a quarter of Democrats feel excited about Biden's 2024 campaign for re-election. Only 39% of Americans approve of Biden, down 3 points since March. That's the end of that article. excuse me, which is amazing to me. I keep saying it's amazing to me. It shouldn't anybody, no one should be, who, of the 39% of Americans that approve of Biden, who are these people? That's my question. That's my question. Because what are you approving him of? What are you approving him of? I mean, what is it that he's doing for this 39% that approves of Biden? What is he doing? What is he pushing? What agenda is he pushing that is helpful to you? Now, I'm going to give you a guess. In my opinion, I think this 39% consists of the radical left and maybe, and I'm just being real with you, radical left, transgender groups, and these radical, crazy nutbag people. I believe that they're the ones that consist of that 39%. Regular Americans, no. You may have a few of Americans or normal Americans per se, 9-to-5ers, that make up that number, the 39%. But as far as I'm concerned, they blind. They want to hold on to the Democratic Party. They don't care what's going on. They're a Democrat to the day they die. Forget about policies. Forget about the fact the country is sinking lower than it's ever sunk in decades. Forget about all of that. They're going to be that way. They're a diehard Democrat. Okay, fine. That's everybody's choice. We in America. You're free to be whatever you want to be. Now, here's my summation of it. No, he shouldn't be trying to run for re-election because of his age, but that's beside the point. I like to look at policies. You can be 100 years old and have a sharp mind, or you can be 100 years old and not have a real sharp mind, but have policies that are beneficial to all American people, not just your donors, not just radicals, not just nutbags like that. No. You can be 100 years old and your cognitive abilities may not be the sharpest, but you're smart enough as a president to know, hey, I'm going to push for policies that are going to be for all Americans. So my assessment is, no, he shouldn't be running, not merely because of his age. He shouldn't be running again because the man's policies are terrible. They're destroying the country. He's supporting his donors. He's supporting these radical extremist leftist groups. He's not supporting the average American. And that's whether you're on the left, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, whether you're in the middle. The average moderate American wants just to have good jobs, low taxes, have good jobs, and be left alone. That's the average American. I'm saying the average, for example, people that vote Democrat, they're not pushing all this radical crap. They may have voted for Biden even in spite of the fact that he was in support of that kind of stuff, and now they're kicking himself in the butt. But for the most part, they're like, no, I don't want to be, I just want a good job and with good pay, be able to take care of my kids if I have kids, be able to go to school, you know what I'm saying, and be left alone. That's the average American. Really, these people who vote Democrats are really conservatives in practice, but vote Democrat. Why that's the case, I have no idea. Not going to get it in this video. But the point is that most Americans in this country just want a decent country. That's all. They want a decent country where things are where they can have good jobs and good pay and not have to worry about getting laid out, not have to worry about the taxes going up. That's going to happen regardless of who's in office, That's what the average American all over this country, that's what the average American actually wants, okay? This thing with Biden, he shouldn't be running again for re-election because of his policies. His policies are destroying the country. So this whole idea of him going for re-election in 2024 blows my mind, really, honestly, because who in their right mind, after seeing all of this, okay, seeing what our country, we're on the verge of World War III, the borders are open, people are crazy, people are coming in here, and I'm just being real with you. Everybody that's from other countries are not good for America. They're just not. Some of these people are dangerous. Some of the people are dangerous. Has nothing to do with racism and none of that. Let's quit with the racism crap. Let's be realistic and deal with the facts. Everybody that come over here are not for this country. So now you have open borders. We're on the verge of World War III. Our energy sources are messed up. Okay, Biden changed all of that, took everything that Trump tried to do to better the country, and he flipped it on his head. And the average American, as far as I'm concerned, should be able to see that So for anyone to actually vote for this man again, okay, look, that's your choice. You got a right to do that, do whatever you want to do. But to do so, the way I get it, the way I see that, if someone votes for Biden again, if he runs again, then the issue is with you. You are helping to contribute to the destruction of this country, because anybody with eyes to see can see that his policies are hurting America. I keep saying that policies is what really matters, not the personality of the president, even though that plays a part. Because Trump is way more exciting. Not only was his policies great, but he was a charismatic person, and he was exciting. Whether you liked him or not, or agree with everything he said, he was exciting to watch, and he was exciting to listen to. Okay, he had charisma. Biden is a dead man walking. Has no charisma, no leadership abilities. He's a dead man walking, a zombie that does what his handlers tell him to do. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. So aside from personality, aside from charisma, it's policies that really matter, because none of those things, your personality or charisma, is what's going to make America great again. To use Trump's phrase, none of that is going to make America great again. What's going to make America great again, and I don't even like using that term, okay, but what's going to make America great, or make America, put America back on the top, if you will, is the right policies. Policies that's going to benefit Americans first and foremost. Yes, we have relationships with other countries. I get that. We have treaties and trade treaties. I get that. Okay, although that's another story in and of itself. And a lot of these trade treaties have hurt America, but that's another story, and I ain't going to get into that. Yes, we have relationships with these countries. Yes, we trade this, that, and the other. I get that. But the number one people that should be taken care of is American citizens. But our politicians have sold out to big donors who want a global government. And that's what we're seeing going on. That's what Biden is. He's a puppet for the globalists. Trump is not, and that's why he's hated. I'm going to stick to that to the day I die. Period. Bottom line. That's what the issue is. That's what I believe. That's what I know in my heart. And that's the way it is. No, he shouldn't be rid. And I pray and hope that no one votes for this man. But if they vote for him, and if Biden get reelected again, it's your fault that this country is going to become a third world country, and we're going to be just like any other countries. We're going to be at the bottom. If that's what you want for the future of America, okay. To end the sum video up this way, if that's what that particular person wants for America, then what you need to do, pack your bags, save up your money. Let me reverse it. Save up all your money, pack your bags, and leave. Go to a third world country, or go to a country that's run by communism or socialism, which is a step below communism, okay? Just go ahead and see what happens to you. See what happens. See how it works out for you. See what kind of freedoms you have over there. Freedoms of speech, freedoms of religion, or whatever. Let's see if you have the same freedoms over there that you have over here. Let's just see. We take our freedoms for granted in this country. We take it for granted. We really do. We don't realize how free we actually are in America until we leave America, or until those freedoms are actually taken from them. Although a lot of our freedoms are being stripped from us bit by bit, piece by piece over the course of time, we really don't know how free we really are until those freedoms are taken from us, until those privileges and benefits are taken from us. And then we see, man, wait a minute. Now I can't say anything. Now I can't do anything. The only people that are allowed to say and do anything is the radical left. They can put their hands on you. They can call you all kinds of names and not be deemed or called a racist. Any of that. They can do that. The radical left can. They can do that and have done it time and time and time again. But you, a regular, no, don't do it. Because that's against the agenda that they're creating for us. So that's what I wanted to say right there. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be running again. He should give it up, leave it alone. Please. I pray that doesn't happen. This whole idea of him, he doesn't want to do meetings and so forth during his time. He's a night owl. I think it's a bunch of nonsense that they're just covering up for him. Look, I get it. You was his press secretary. You got to cover for him. I get it. If it was on the right, they would have to do the same thing with Trump. I get it. Okay, I get it. I get that. But in this particular incident, I believe this is a cover up. You covering up for his deficiencies. not just his old age, but you're really covering up for his drastic, dismal, horrible policies that are destroying this country and is negatively affecting all American citizens except that small radical group that he supports. That's the real issue. That's the truth. So that's my word on it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all and see you again.